Shakim. Sir King. Sir King.
Canvas.
Sir King. Sir King.
Canvas.
Sir King. Sir King.
All right, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Hope y'all having a great Tuesday. We are back for some more online commentary. What's up, goddess of a little damn? How many pages you got, girl? But thank you for the compliment. I appreciate your kind words about the thumbnail. What's up, C-Mac? I saw you on my community wall. Yeah. Woo! Lord, can somebody say identity theft? Is Dimples out here committing identity theft and pretending to be Tracy Morgan? We're gonna get into that story a little bit later. What's up with Tanya Jones? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Peace to you as well. Hypnotic touch. What's going on? Hope you are doing well. All right, so we're gonna talk about a couple of things real quick. We're gonna talk about some real life stuff, and then we're gonna get into these YouTube shenanigans. Let me first say I told Dimples to leave me alone. She didn't heed that she wants to keep bothering me. So it is what it is. So whatever comparison that I can get, whether it be Tracy Morgan, Bigfoot, Shaq, whatever it is going to keep going. You keep bothering people, and you're going to get that work, okay? Because you're going to get that work. What's up, Black Strawberry Apple? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. So let's talk about StreamYard real quick. So StreamYard, what's up, Nikki Jackson? Nikki Jackson put me in the headlock. No, StreamYard put me in the headlock and said, "Oh, hell no" to the no. They sure did. They said, "Oh hell no." They sure did. They put me in the headlock. They said, "Oh, no more streaming for you." They said, no more streaming for you." They said, "Nope, denied." They said no. So I was used to paying my $25. I said, that's wrong for what you was doing. I was here when the StreamYard was nobody. I said, I was here. I was using them. I was promoting them when nobody knew what StreamYard was. Okay. They thought it was a StreamYard or whatever. So now they want to jack up the price of 44. I'm not giving them a whole year's. No, I'm not doing that. Because we don't know what the hell going to happen in 2 months. Why the hell would I give you a whole year? And this is the thing they don't understand. Bad businesses, they want to sit up here and raise and jack up the price. They know artists are people who like, I'm gonna say struggling, but you're not gonna jack up. That's like almost a 50%. No, that's almost 100% increase, right? So pretty much they said no more streaming for you. You done used up the free plan. Now you gotta pay. So due to me being a content creator and due to me wanting to produce content for our lovely audience, I had to fold. But I'm like, and I don't want to use that other thing, Ustream, because the last time I was on there, that thing lagging. It was lagging. It wasn't right. Maybe they fixed that. I don't know. So yeah, so they just sit up there and put me in a headlock. So we'll see. I don't know. If there's another option, shit, I might find a way to create my own streaming service to say, no, that's not right. That's not cool. They doing all these. If you guys are chatters, you don't know, but they do a whole bunch of restrictions. They won't allow you to upload certain things and all that stuff to force you into the plan. So I have a lot of stuff on StreamYard. That makes it hard for me to move to another platform because there's a lot of work over a lot of years that I'm not going to sit there and try to do no duplicates of no clips and all that other stuff. But they're going to see that as hard because people are going to prioritize food, StreamYard, electric bill, StreamYard, gas, StreamYard. And then it's a wrap. So they're really hurting themselves in the end because things are about to get tough out here. So now let's jump to April 2nd. April 2nd is a big day. I'm telling y'all, I want y'all to prepare for April 2nd. If you got a 401k, IRA, well, no, IRA's not. Well, IRA could be affected too. Investments, y'all want to pay attention to April 2nd. April 2nd is a key day. Mark it on your calendar. I'm gonna give y'all a minute to input that on your phone, okay? Because I'm not playing with y'all. I don't mean to be forceful. I'm not yelling at y'all like I'm lemon, but y'all are here. So I appreciate y'all being here. So I'm gonna give y'all some wisdom that you can use. Y'all need to take a minute to go on your phone, set a calendar date. Really need to set it for April 1st. That's not April Fool's, but April 2nd is a big day. So I'm gonna give y'all 10 seconds to go do that because y'all gonna want to do that after I go say what I'm gonna say. So go put it April 2nd, big day. All right, I'll give y'all 10 seconds. We'll be back. All right, that was 10 seconds. So I hope y'all did that. April 2nd is a key day. That's a day in which they're going to put China, or we're going to put tariffs on China, and China going to most likely strike us back with retaliatory tariffs. Put that, because if y'all got money in the stock market, a lot of shit is going to tank. Now, I really am hoping from tomorrow till April 1st, they are able to work out of the agreement. I really do. For the sake of the stock market, for the sake of the economy, for the sake of everybody's economic well-being, that they are able to work some out. Because if they don't, it's going to be a lot of stuff going on. A lot. I was reading some stuff today. I'm trying to see if Tesla's going to sit up here and get a reprieve, because Tesla, a lot of their stuff is made in what? China. They have a great market in what? China. A lot of stuff, when they hit them tariffs and stuff, it affects him. Now, I don't know if he gonna get a pass. I don't know if he gonna get a reprieve. I don't know. All we saw before was what? The president was sitting out there in Teslas before, right? In front of the White House. We ain't never seen that before. But a lot of stuff come from China. Electronics, goods, a lot of stuff. So, which means for us that a lot of our stuff that we used to buy is going to get astronomically expensive. If you like McDonald's, they were saying the Big Mac go get more expensive because they said something about beef. Now I didn't know China beef came from China. I don't know, but they saying stuff like beef is going to get more expensive. So, but the crazy thing is, but when these companies raise their prices and stuff like that, they wind up breaking records in terms of what they able to like records they set in terms of profit. I wouldn't say profit, but revenue. So April 2nd is the key day. Like I said, I hope they're able to work something out. But he's sitting up there talking about, oh yeah, April 2nd is the big one. Who does that? And the reason why he didn't want to put it on April 1st, why? Is because it's April Fool's Day. So y'all go do y'all research. Y'all go to Yahoo Finance. Y'all go to all these different places that got the information. I know we talk about beef or beef sector stuff, but it's a lot going on out there, y'all. It really is a lot going on. So you gotta prepare because they be dropping breadcrumbs on what's gonna happen. You just gotta prepare. That's why I'm sitting up here. Shit, I'm curtailing my diet. I'm gonna be used to eating one time a day and just limiting myself to water. Yeah, because these food prices are about to be insane. But we'll see. That's why you put your trust in God. You know what I'm saying? All right, what's the next thing I want to talk about? So I was at the gym today. I told you about my gym store yesterday. Okay, I was at the gym today. I went to a day. Now I didn't go. Now I would have been normally at the other gym, at the bougie gym, but I was still a little bit appalled at what transpired yesterday. I was like, nah, no. So I went to the hood gym today, and I got my cardio in. I met my goal for my cardio, but it was this dude that was a crybaby. He was a cry baby. He came in the gym talking about something about his, I don't know, his body or something, just on that negative energy thing. And I'm like, oh, okay. Then he kind of played on my team, and he was complaining that the guys weren't passing the ball. I'm like, yo, it's not about how you start; it's about how you finish. Who cares? Like the dude he was complaining about, he was making a lot of his shots. If you make a lot of your shots, I don't care. Right? Sometimes they don't even want to pass me the ball. I'm like, whatever, shit. As long as I get this victory, I'm good. I don't care. Let's get this victory, and we could keep it pushing. Now, if I'm wide open and you don't pass it to me 2 or 3 times, then I think there's something wrong. But this dude is not a hell of a player, and he has a tendency to miss. So I can understand maybe why they didn't pass to him. But his vibe was all off. Like I had got a rebound and I tipped it to him, And he's just going like slowly walk to go get it when he should have ran to go get it. And I'm like, yo, bro, what's up? I'm like, you're not even trying. You're not even trying to like be involved. Like I purposely tipped it to him. So all he had to do was get the rebound and put it back in. He just let the other 10 get it. I'm like, bro, come on, man. It's other ways to contribute to in basketball than just getting the ball. You can rebound, you can defend. They're not scoring. You could get your own shot and just play, but don't quit on your team. That's woo. One thing I can't stand: a liar, a cheater, and a quitter. I can't do that. Don't rock with me if you either three of the. Oh no, you lazy. You're a liar. You're a cheater. You're a quitter, and you lazy. Don't rock with me because I would not be happy. So yeah. But other than that, the gym was cool. It was fine. I had a good time. You know, it was competitive. He was complaining about what did he say? Oh, he was oh, I want to run full court. At that time, it was only 8 people, right? So we were waiting for some other dudes to show up. So I thought playing half court, I'd be like, I don't like I said, I'm being more calm. I'm not gonna yell. I didn't say anything. But I thought it would have been great for us to play half court so we could get our body moving. So when we do get half court or full court, we can run. Because normally when we run at full court, when you just start, you stopping and you're not really going as hard. But if your body warmed up, you won't go. So he was complaining about that, and I'm just like, bro, like, really? Like, and then once we started going hard because of half court, there's less space to cover. You know, it was competitive. I'm not gonna go into it, but I just don't. He was just a big ass baby. He over 52. He over 50, crying and whining. Sometimes it just be other stuff outside the court. Let me see what y'all saying. What's up, Just a Petty Mess? How you doing? What's up, Petty LaBelle? What's up, Goddess of Love? Thank you for being here. Appreciate y'all being here. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is the story that I found. I want to share with y'all. Lady Nika, I hope you don't know this person. It says a Bourbon Street hustler, Danette Colbert, facing murder charge and death of Super Bowl reporter Adam Mazzano. So this is a crazy story, y'all, and I'm gonna read it. But it's crazy because they had the Super Bowl in was it Louisiana, New Orleans, and this dude traveled. He was a reporter, I think, maybe working for Telemundo, and young. I think he was 27, and then she about 50 something. She wound up. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna just show you this. Hold on. I'm gonna read the story and then we go to talk about it. So here we go. There. That's the picture. And once I read the story, you're gonna understand what this picture's about. All right. So here we go. It says the Bourbon Street hustler Danette Colbert is now facing a second-degree murder charge as she allegedly lured a Super Bowl reporter to his death last month. Colbert, 48, was arrested after she accompanied the Telemundo. See, I told you. See, got some Telemundo. He wanted he wanted some. He wanted some. I'm just not funny, but I'm just saying he wanted him some African American living. All right, so Telemundo reporter Adam Mazzano, 27. So she 48 and he 27. So I'm setting the stage for y'all. So a hotel room in New Orleans where he was later found dead. Exclusive CCTV images obtained by the Daily Mail show Colbert and Mazzano arrived back at the Comfort Inn Hotel together before she left on her own later on. Excuse me. Last month, a preliminary toxicology exam found Mazzano's system contained the depressant benzodiazepine, which includes the drug commonly sold under the brand name Xanax. Police also revealed that it was accomplice of Colbert was identified and has been arrested in Florida. I don't know if that was bizarre, child. He was in New Orleans to cover the Super Bowl between the Kansas City Chiefs and Philadelphia Eagles. Ooh, that's sad. That's sad. And they showing a picture of his family. That's so sad. He got a picture with his wife and his daughter. Oh my God. Surveillance footage shows Colbert arrived with Mazzano at his hotel room around 5 a.m. on the day of his death and then leave without him an hour later. Damn, Mazzano did not have a prescription for Xanax or any other depressants based on his medical records, and the drug is often used to facilitate theft by inducing insomnia, the detective said. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Excuse me. Okay, police said they also recovered Xanax from Colbert's residence. Overdoses of the drug can lead to extreme drowsiness and possible death. Authorities have said Colbert later used Mazzano's credit card to make a purchase at a New Orleans gas station and several stores. Just dumb. She ain't even. I'm not justifying this, but she's not even making no big purchases. She's just going to convenience stores and picking up candy bars and shit and gas, and now gonna wind up in jail for life. Crazy. Last year, a Louisiana jury found Colbert guilty of theft and fraud charges in an unrelated case. See, she been doing this and probably getting numerous warnings from the universe, and the universe was like, "Oh hell no to the no no." It's unfortunate that man lost his life, but that's crazy. In 2022, Colbert was twice arrested in Las Vegas on felony charges of grand larceny and administering a drug to aid in a felony crime. In both cases, she was accused of drugging men in their hotel rooms and stealing from them, but the charges were dismissed because the victims did not want to testify in court. Wow, because they were probably cheating. Wow, that's insane. Trying to get some ussy and wind up. You try to get some ussy and you wind up dead, and she wind up trying to scheme and scam people, and then she wound up going to jail. But she been doing this, so it seems like she got a history of doing this. Crazy. I just want to know how. Like, this is weird. Like, I'm not trying to. I ain't talking about this as sad as about somebody who lost their life and all that. But that's crazy. What are they? Do you think that she courted him and told? But they going back to his hotel room. He 27, she 48. Like, what could she say and what could he thought that said, "Oh yeah, let's go." Like, damn, this is crazy. What's up, Miss LA? How you doing? That's messed up. It really is. But I just want to share that to you because this is like the Super Bowl and people dying, and it's just so much. He don't even live in the United States. His job's sitting here. He working for Telemundo. He's Hispanic. She black. It's just so many elements, and she's sitting up there trying to. I guess she's sitting up there trying to take advantage of whoever tourists and all that. And he's sitting up there like, yeah, I want me some black chocolate, and then and then she was only there. She was in and out. She was only there for an hour. An hour. It wasn't no rendezvous. It wasn't no 3-hour rendezvous. She probably, I don't know. Like I said, she used that Xanax stuff, and she used that Xanax and probably knocked him out and did what she had to do, not knowing that man could have handled that. His body could have handled those Xanax or something. Or she probably gave him too much. I don't know. The Donna B says, I hope I didn't miss the gym story. Oh, because you had a good live yesterday. Well, the gym story wasn't too much. The gym story was pretty much dealing that this dude that's over 50 was complaining like a big ass baby today. I don't know what his issue was, but he didn't like the fact that the guys weren't passing him the ball. Listen, he wasn't that great to get every pass. I'm gonna just be honest. And he was just a big baby. He pouted, and that's all that pretty much is. Yesterday was a different story, and like I tell the people, normally I would be at the bougie gym. But I still don't I still didn't like what transpired, and I didn't want to be part of that because that guy would probably be over there again today, and I just don't like that. So that was pretty much the gym story. It wasn't as funny as yesterday, but like I said, the man was up there complaining like a big ass baby today. And I was like, yo, how are you gonna sit there and do 3 against 4? Like, that just I've been in games where there's people that have been hogging the ball, they cause you to lose because they can't shoot. But the dudes was shooting. I mean, you're not gonna make every shot. So him to feel like he needs every pass, and he's not that great. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, it's not like he's an amazing player. I wouldn't mind him not. They don't pass me the ball, and I'm fine. I'm content with it too. I'm like, good. I'm not here to be a superstar. I'm just here to just help us win, get this victory, get my cardio, and go the hell out. That's all I want to do. So that's pretty much it, Ladonna B. But I'm glad you found the story yesterday. Funny. Going back to that story with it's a sad situation because that man leaves a home. I mean, leaves a child and a wife here on this earth because of lustful tendencies. I guess I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he just wanted some companionship or wanted to have a rub on his back. I don't know. But she was out to sit up there and take money from him. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. Okay, it really is. I said hello to Miss LA. YouTube, what's up, Mr. LLL? How you doing? Good to see you. It's work time. Damn, you got a job. You got a job. Who employ you? What's up, YouTube attorney? How you doing? $5.99, the cheapest attorney you can ever find in the universe. SK, what up, bro? Hey, can you help me out? Because Just Crystal was drugged by Duke Farrell and revealed that she dragged Lemon, so I'll take her on a date. And can you hook us up? No, because I don't think lemon fools with just crystal like that. I don't know. I don't do hookups and all that other stuff. Because then when people fall out, they look at you as as the reason why they fell out, right? Or the catalyst. So, um, all right. So we talked about that. What's the other thing we want to talk about? We talked about April 2nd. We talked about Streamyard. We talked about the gym, and so that's pretty much it. We talked about the crybaby at the gym. We're gonna talk about Tracy Morgan, and we're gonna see if Ness played herself. We're gonna take a brief commercial break, and we'll be back. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture, the $ Sir King Crowd. It'll be tremendously appreciated because StreamYard put me in a motherfucking headlock. And that's one more bill. Child, StreamYard got me so mad right now. That's one more bill I did not want to have to worry about. Damn, almost anyway. All right, y'all. Anyway, we'll be right. Jesus is all we need. We'll be right back.
Jesus is all I need to get by. Jesus is all I need to get by.
I'm sorry, y'all. Like, what the hell is that? What's up, Black Pearl? How you doing? Good to see you. Listen, y'all, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a certified whatever you want to call it. I'm just an observer of the economy and financial trends and times. What I would tell people, like, listen, it's your decision whether or not you want to sell a stock as you see it go down. I mean, that's on you, right? But I feel what's going on is they're resetting shit. Like a lot of people their stocks are going down, and you either can keep it and wait for it to go up, or you can sell it and sit on the sidelines and to see how far it can go. But there, like I tell people, there is a way to make money as the stock market is going down. It's just something called puts, Puts. I'm not gonna tell you how to get it. I'm not gonna tell you all that because I'm not being responsible for shit. Excuse my French. But options are very risky. But at this time, I'm like, motherfucker, you see these dudes taking the economy, and depending on how long you got to retire and how high or where you bought your stock at, you might be sitting up here looking at, I bought this at 300 and now it's 150. That's a 50% loss. But if you are looking at puts, I mean, what I'm seeing, what I see, and what I hear, what I watch is that the S&P and the QQQ, which is the Nasdaq, are the ones that people attack during these times. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'll try to help y'all during these tough times. But like I said, those things are very volatile. But they could be a cushion until things get back to normal. So that's all I'm gonna say. It's on you to figure out what I'm talking about. Okay, but I leave people the breadcrumbs so they can form a whole loaf and eat. Okay, just don't. Just be careful because those things are volatile. But in this situation, I'll be like, I would be pissed. I would be pissed. Excuse my French. Upset, knowing that our government, our president, knowing that he's enacted tariffs and it's going to drag down the stock market. A lot of people put a lot of hard-earned money into the stock market, and to see it go down, and I see a lot of people stressing because they're near their retirement age, right? You never want to sell at a loss, but you damn sure don't want to blow up. You don't want to lose your whole freaking portfolio. And then it's deep, y'all. It's deep. So a lot of people who are wealthy are use puts to hedge against their losses in the stock market. But you got to know the language that I speak. Okay, I'm not speaking beef sector language. I'm speaking economy and survival. because this dude's in the office 4 years. And like somebody said, we haven't even really begun to get into the fourth month yet. So I give y'all gems of wisdom. Hopefully y'all seize them. All right, what's up, Davin? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, let's get to Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan was at the New York Knicks game last night, and apparently he was sitting courtside. I'm not going to show that picture, and I'll tell you why I'm not going to show the picture. But apparently he was sitting courtside and he started vomiting. And I saw the picture. I'm like, OMG. Tracy Morgan, y'all. Dimple's twin. I was like, OMG. Are you kidding me? Started vomiting. They said he was bleeding. I don't know if he was bleeding for the nose or not, but I would have went. I don't know what I would have done. I was like, damn. I'm like, he didn't have a popcorn bucket to throw it. But he said it was something to do with food poisoning or something. But still, nonetheless, knowing how close and how everybody could see that happening, and they said that he had to get wheeled off. Nonetheless, he's in better spirits. They said today, thank God. But you gotta be careful where you get food out at too. So, but the media, they'll cover stuff up. But he might have an underlying health issue. I don't know. But nonetheless, he's better. Ooh, but that's embarrassing. I'm just saying. And then on the media, don't y'all have some damn kind of decorum or what they call it, regulations that y'all go by, guidelines? Y'all got to show the man puking. They showed it. Oh Lord, I saw that photo. I was like, oh hell no. What's up, Tulsa? Says why people was voting and letting trans be get ready for segregation. What? Why people was voting letting trans be the reason get ready for segregation? Can you retype that? Because I don't know what you're saying. Let me tell y'all something. They can have whatever plan they want, but they underestimate the power of the people. Yeah, I don't like. I understand what he's doing, but you underestimating the power of the people. What? Oh, you said that's what I said. But I don't understand your original statement though. That's why I asked you to retype it. Just copy, paste, and edit. Because I want to talk about what you said, but I don't understand what you're saying. You're underestimating the power of the people. And just Jay Will. I do watch Jay Wilson. I'm not afraid to admit that I do say that's how I stay abreast. I watch a multitude of people. Jay Wilson said, when you start touching people money and you start touching people food and it don't matter what race you are. You hitting something that everybody can relate on. People's jobs. You put 30 years in a job and you about to retire and he gonna sit up here and come in and slash when you didn't do nothing wrong. That will unite a Chinese, African, Indian, all together for the same common cause. So he's doing a lot of things that are going to, I feel, you estimating the power of the people. Like you just unnecessarily. You know what I'm saying? Like unnecessarily. So we'll see. I just think he's unless there's some grand master plan, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. A lot of the technology that we have, we can go without. Unless you these new kids, but we still got people who grew up without technology. We can survive. The world will still. Well, let me say it this way: the world will still go around, but we won't be as sophisticated. I'm just saying, like we'll probably have to start planting stuff in our backyards, right? You know what I'm saying? We'll probably have to get on, plant a orange tree, a lemon tree, grow our tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? Probably have to start drinking rainwater and boiling it if we have electricity. Probably have to learn how to make a campfire, but we will survive. Because way more people than robots, right? I'm just saying. Quick Tulsa said the people were led by trends in sports and bathrooms is deeper than DEI segregation. Oh yeah, I think the whole mindset of what they're doing now is totally antiquated. And it's a certain person or a certain group with a certain agenda. But Queen Tulsa, I read this. Oh, I didn't read it. I perused through this article real quick, and they were talking about. I think it's a population situation. they see the United States population, even though they say we overcrowded, but our population is declining. And I feel like, no offense, they think that if people are same sex, they are not contributing to the population growth. So I'm like, are they ushering all this stuff to make it think that it's not okay to be, as Jay Wilson says, same gender loving, to force people to fornicate? Because they said that we're going to start taking on a lot of practices like China is, where people going to get like stipends for their kids, free food, all this stuff to promote them to have children because it's very expensive to raise children. And I just thinking a lot of the stuff that they pushing, like it just seems like, yo, where did this come from? But yeah, I agree, segregation. Yeah, it seems that way. Yeah. What's up, Phoebe? Long time no see. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. C Max says get a prepaid phone or buy a pay phone booth again. Oh, I agree. Oh, I agree. Or do the bird call. Caw-caw, caw-caw. I don't know how many times you do it, you know, you like, okay, something serious going on. Caw-caw. That means everything's good. Caw-caw, 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 caw-caw. Then, you know, hurry up. Let's go. There's ways of us to like communicate. Like they just, you know, it's just an enhanced version. Angie Vlog says, stay out my sports and bathroom, please, and thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's just interesting where all this is coming from. It just really is, and the force behind it, y'all. I saw this commercial today. It was crazy. I thought it was insane, and it was an actual whoever her name is an official on Trump's cabinet saying, if you telling the immigrants, y'all, I never seen this in my life. It was weird. It's like one of the Total Recall movies where they sit up there and the government puts a message on your screen. The lady came over here and says, look, if you leave now, you may have the opportunity to come back. But if we catch you, you will never have the opportunity to come back. I was like, what in the world? And it was an official commercial that was directed and had Trump in it. And I forget her name was a woman, not Pam Bondi, somebody else. I was like, oh, no, they didn't. No, there's like, we need to make our borders safe again. I was like, wow, y'all really doing this. To sit down and have a whole editing crew. I wish I would have. I'm gonna try to find that video. Super Socialite says white birth rates are down. True. Queen Tulsa says, "Woo child, they created in vitro fertilization. I'm calling BS." Okay, that's an interesting point. I don't care who's in a bathroom. That isn't in my home. True. Mm. Except when they sticking it up, boy. Somebody ran me out the bathroom the other day. I was like, damn, what did you eat? I was like, what in the hell? Ooh, that was oh my god, that was bad. Oh. Anyway, moving right along. TMI. People need to get a grip. Put Super Socialite for some reason out of somewhere they are really honing in on this as if they got access to see that in 10 years because of these policies we are going to become extinct. It's just weird. Super Socialite says the only space to worry about is your home, and if you don't play sports, you have nothing to worry about. True. Queen Tulsa says, and Angie, if that's what you voted for, congratulate. Oh, okay. What's up, Nessa ABCDEFG? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Sipping Socialite, you're on the money, says Queen Tulsa. Bodyworks, what's up, Bodyworks? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. She says, just got here, so don't know if this was brought up yet, but Truth Enterprise said you interviewed this Devon person before. Devon? Did I? Truth? Oh, no. Truth, I thought you. No, I didn't even nobody know Devon, but that name does sound familiar, though. Devon. I don't think he was related. Nah. Oh, nah, but I don't think, nah. No, that person, no. I don't think. I think she's talking about somebody else. I don't think she got the right person because I don't think. No, I don't think this Devon person was a millionaire. That Devon person wasn't a millionaire. I don't know who you're talking about. The only Devon person I remember was the person that we met on Stereo. That was it. That ain't no. I think that was. I don't even know that was his name. No, I interviewed Kikas Moeda. I didn't interview Devon. Kikas Moeda is the one that made Scratch the Itch, which is James' song that he loved to dance to, who he stole from Five Babe. I interviewed him after they were sitting around here taking that man's song. And Kikas, in case you don't know, Kikas Moeda, he got Google YouTube hires him to compose songs for their audio library. He also does stuff with Netflix. So I reached out to him and got the interview, and we talked about it. And on that, from there, we told him what was going on regarding his work, and he was like, "Okay, I'll see what I could do." But pretty much, he couldn't do anything because Google owned the work. It wasn't Kikas Moeda because Google had paid Kikas to make that song, so it was really Google's property, not Kikas's. He was just a contractual employee at that point. He got his money, and he was like, "Oh, that's he." He didn't say that, but I'm just breaking it down. He got his money and says, "Oh, I understand where you're coming from, but that's really Google's property, not mine. I just did a job for them." So, as James spoke to him, and he kind of told him what happened. Like I said, I don't know if James reached out to him or not, because I know James was waiting for that whole appeal process to go through. So but I don't know. It wasn't. I never spoke to no Devon. I spoke to Kinkus. So I hope that makes sense. Asia says, right, Sipping, I'm worried about these egg prices. I'm sure. All right. Sipping Socialite says, people don't even be athletic. Got whole guts worried about who else. Yeah, it's interesting. Nessa A says, no, that was Kinko's Kinkus for that song. Yeah, it was Kinkus. Nessa A says, Devon person is name. Right, exactly. Okay. What's up, Demon Soul? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. So yeah, so it's interesting, and we were talking about Tracy Morgan. So like I said, apparently he's doing better. And he said he had food poisoning, but that's really interesting to have that happen at at a basketball game. So yeah, but I've had people have thrown up, players have thrown up, but they made it to the garbage can. Um, you know, because it's so when you not if they either that's a lot. If you eat before a game, that's the worst thing you could do. I mean, you can eat fruit, but if you're sitting up there eating a full course meal and shit, and you go to play a game, you don't know how that's gonna mess with your body. And then Gatorade, I don't like Gatorade because I feel is a diuretic, so it'll have you run to the bathroom too. I don't like to eat nothing like before I play. I say if I'm gonna eat something, it's gonna be after because I don't trust things. You never know what's in things and if it's old and stuff like that. So, what's up, the Beast Center Podcast? How you doing? Good to see you. What's up, Detach Myself? Ain't you supposed to be springing it? All right, thank you, the Beast Center Podcast. I hope you're having a great time, Detach. I'm random. You are definitely random, and you definitely a mess. Demon Soul says people have kids and snails. People have kids and snails who are in competition. I think all taxpayers can have an opinion. Snails? Oh, family. Okay. What the hell? We got snail competitions. People have kids and family who are in competition. That is a very touchy subject. I'm not gonna. I mean, that's a very touchy subject. Very touchy. I just if a man enters in from a basketball standpoint, if a man starts playing with women and he's 300 pounds, 7 foot, but he says that he feels he's a woman, he's beating up on women on nightly. I can't agree with that, but just because of the physiological, whatever they call it, the anatomical difference and stuff like that. That's I just think that creates an unfair advantage in that, So, but I know there's men who take in what's it estrogen, so they won't have it. So that advantage or uh, uh. What's up, Adore? I'm not proficient in that. That's something I'm not well versed on. What's up, Adore? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What? Real Child Snail says the women who can't stay. Oh Lord, oh Lord. All right, let's get into. All right, I got to beg y'all. I got to beg. Got to make sure I beg. You know, 'cause they just Streamyard put me in a motherfucking headlock. Double the bill that I would normally pay them. Double the bill I would normally pay them. All right, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna take a brief commercial break. We're gonna talk about this whole strike situation. And that's pretty much it on the YouTube front that I really want to talk about. So we're gonna talk about that. I got a lot I want to say about that because I've been thinking about that. But we'll be right back.
Thank you for the cash app. I'll be forgetting to. Can y'all hit my cash app, please? Can y'all hit my cash app, please? Thank you, though. Thank you for the cash app.
Demons O says, I just saw it in the chat. We had a live about it. Of course, it's unfair, and they always will have the advantage. Who is they? You talking about men? Queen Toast says, I know I'm not dealing with or holding spaces for people I vote against. Okay. Demons O says, tell Toast to get a ussy before addressing me. Ooh, oh Lord. She wants you to go through the whole procedure first, Queen Toast, before you address her. From your wall, you talking? Why are you looking like that? Stop lying. Is that you peekabooing? All right. Nikki Jackson says the astronauts made it back to land. All right. Great job. I'm glad to hear that. Why we in space when we got our own problems on Earth? I don't know. But anyway, that's what that's a lot of money right there. Did they see any aliens? Have they brought back any aliens for us to understand and have a relationship with and understand? Probably have, but we probably never know. But anyway. Okay, so the last part I want to talk about is this whole strike situation. So Jay Dunn, there's been an update in the case. Jay Dunn has reached out and made contact with this Devon artiste. Something is weird about the situation, and it's not on Jay Dunn's front. Because I've been listening to commentary, and I'm hearing that Shakim was in the chat laughing or something when it was revealed that Jay Dunn had an extensive conversation. Jay Dunn said that he wanted proof, he wanted clips, he wanted this, he wanted that before he further engaged with Jay Dunn and all that. And Jay Dunn was able to provide it because she's been a person that's been struck by this whole Devon person. What Jay Dunn said is that this has been going on for 5 years with Shakim. And he knows of Shakim. I don't know if he took it. So I heard that he took it. He was one of his teachers, or he knows of him. I don't know if he worked for him or something like this. But apparently, Devon got money and all this other stuff. But something's not sitting right with this. Let me tell you why. This is my own commentary and analysis of the situation as I heard it. I didn't hear the whole Jay Dunn breakdown, but I heard enough. Okay. And Jay Dunn says that some other person is involved in this and is also maybe an intermediary between this communication with this Devon. But this is what I want to break down. And we also got to admit that Shakim, we also have to say that Shakim has admitted to using this person publicly, and there is actual video audio of him admitting it. So there is no speculation that we think he said it. So you say something, we got to take you for your word for it. This is the interesting thing. And I'm not accusing nobody or nothing. This is just me just thinking. If Devon knew of Shakim for 5 years, and they had a rapport that was personal, not virtual, and Shakim feels so comfortable and boldly using this man's information to falsely and fraudulently take down the creative works of others on an official public platform, which is you got to remember, this is a legal declaration of someone copyrighting your work. So this isn't like tip for that. It is legal, you know what I mean, and federal. It is federal. It's federal copyright law that you're saying that has been violated. So this could be a federal case that you done fucked around and got yourself in. But that's not what I want to hone in on. If he'd known of this man for 5 years of this man doing this, which is Shakim, and Shakim feels so boldly about doing this because there's something amiss there. And there's two things I want to say. Either Shakim knows Devon ain't gonna do shit. Excuse my French, ain't gonna do nothing about it. Or him and Devon are running game. I'm just you got to throw that out there too, because it just seems too weird. Or Shakim got something on Devon that he can use his leverage anytime, any place, anywhere. That he knows will shut down Devon at any time. So catch what I'm saying, but not saying. Because we know Shakim is into certain activities, right? I'm speculating this is all alleged. Let me put my damn disclaimer up, but somebody lie on my ass and I gotta go back to a timestamp because this is in the essence of entertainment, unlike some people who don't know about declaring certain things. Hold on. All commentary and opinions stated are to be considered as alleged and as fiction. The purpose of this broadcast is for entertainment and enlightenment. Okay, so they're the damn disclaimer. So don't come at me talking about slander and defamation. All right, get out of here with that mess. All right, so let me say that one more time. So unless Shakim knows that he has the ace of spades, okay, and he is the king on the board, that he can play with that man anytime, anyway. He know that man is limited in what he could do because he's got something over that man as leverage. But let me tell you something. You don't allow nobody to play with you for 5 years and not tap that ass. Then on top of that, you got to look at how Shakim is moving. Shakim is moving with boldness and no trepidation or fear. As if he either knows the man and they're in this situation together, or he knows he has a trump card on him and ain't gonna do shit. And he probably engaging Jay Dunn, excuse me, the artist is probably engaging Jay Dunn to see what he needs to do to prepare to limit the fallout on his business. Not to so much harm Shakim or to reprimand Shakim, but it's to prepare and get ahead of the potential storm that may be brewing or about to brew. Because something doesn't happen there. It's all alleged, it's all speculation because the reaction of like, you just don't do that to somebody, for 5 years. You would have definitely had a cease and desist on him. You would have had some trail or something to put him in this place to make sure he don't do that again. You would have protected your brand. You would protect your business. You would protect your reputation unless, you done something that kind of makes you be neutral. So did Lemon move the same way though? What way did Lemon move? I don't know what you mean. But Lemon didn't make no moves. Lemon was dependent on Jay Dunn. He's trying to hope that Jay Dunn get a victory and then he could benefit from that. Good job. Jay Dunn already unintentionally doxing the man. Thank you, Detached. Disclaimer: all commentary and opinions stood out to be considered as a legend of fiction. The purpose of this broadcast is for entertainment and enlightenment. Enjoy. Thank you, Detached. Exactly. So that's my 2 cents about that situation. I don't know. I don't make I don't make declarations. We can only go by the evidence that presented and make our, assumptions. So I'm gonna drop the link. Please feel free to hit the link and tell us what you think. That's my commentary on what's going on from what I see, real world and online. So we shall see. We should definitely see. Let me see. Okay. See, just like I said, it's an article that just showed up on my email feed. It says a bear market can save your retirement. Told y'all a bear market can save your retirement. What's up, Tulsa? How you doing?
Hello, it's me. How are you?
Good in yourself?
You know what? I won't complain. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get to my desk. Okay, so thank you for having me here, and thank you for so much for having this conversation. I feel like it's so very much so needed. Um, I wanted to address the Miss O right quick, and the reason why I want to address
Tulsa,
her and
Tulsa,
Angie. And
Tulsa, before you do, the people can't hear you that well because you have static. So I don't know if it's Bluetooth.
okay, let me go out and come back in.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, Tulsa will be right back. Cynthia Lewis says, this starting to sound like a scam that time. It does, Cynthia Lewis. It sure does. It does. It's like, wait a minute. When she said 5 years, I thought they were going to say 5 months. And he was a student in class because Steven So was sitting up here defending and Shakim saying, oh, no, sorry, Steven So. It was YTC that was sitting up here defending and he said, yeah, he was in the class. He went to school. You know, he went and then I'm like, okay, he using his professor name. But did 5 years? And you're not going to tell them? I don't know. I don't know, but like I said, maybe we got something notable. I don't know. What's up, Tulsa?
Okay, yes, I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, that's way better.
Okay. So there's some sirens going on, wind blowing. But I want to say this. Thank you for having me up. I just wanted to say this to TMO. It's just so interesting that this woman have all these points and views. You know, she feels this way about the trans community, but what she failed to realize is the LGBTQIA plus community. And we have actually been through the B or the G before we met the T. So for her to sit up in spaces and have these views and points, is the delusion, and it's very two-faced, and it makes her seem fake as hell because you can accept some people out of the community, but you can't accept all. And that is your personal opinion, that is your personal view. But I'm saying we are a community as a whole. So at the end of the day, she can run over there and be in her heterosexual you know, quarters and things like that. And I think that the quote unquote straight people, you know, there are bigger issues in this world. You know, let's focus on women not being able to make choices about their body. You know, it just lets me know that, you know, there are deeper insecurities that are going on with these individuals, because I would rather argue and be out there and waste, you know, like really just have my energy geared towards women being able to say, have a say so over their bodies. I do have children. I do have mothers. You know what I'm saying? Mothers that I, you know, engage with, sisters and things like that. So it's like, it just be the smallest things that get people riled up and they put their energy in those spaces. And I say, reevaluate what you're putting your energy in, because that point right there, it just makes no sense. And like I said, they have IVF for people to have children. When it comes to population, it's the white race that they are scared of. We are dominating. And for those individuals out there saying, oh, well, you can't have no babies and you can't produce, I still can have children. You know, so that's not an issue. But like I said, it's just, you know, when they talk about, oh, these sports and they taking our sports, how many trans athletes that you know that are super famous that are going against females? Oh, wait.
Well, I think maybe that's what the fear is.
Right. So it's smaller things. And then let's focus on this. They want to worry about black trans women and they want to call us black men. Well, how about you get out there and figure out a solution while your black kings that you are out here praising, they are the first ones to delete you. Show me where trans women are deleting black women. I'll wait.
Well, isn't there a situation going on with Little Boosie?
Well,
You hear
let's see
about that?
here. Well, so I'll break an exclusive here with you. Lil Boosie, you know, had interacted with me, jumped in my DMs and let
What?
me, yes.
All
And
right.
so I broke this story to this guy named Official King Payne, and you could definitely check him out. I've told him this story. Boosie jumped in my DM. This is when he was on a video set. He was on his video set and he was communicating with me, and yeah. So it didn't go anywhere. I wasn't interested. Boosie is a lot. hmm So and then my
You
sister,
said Boosie is a lie or is a lot?
he's a lot. Like he comes out here with this rhetoric, kind of like, okay, so Boosie is like a TMO. They act like they hate the community, but they're at every gathering for the community. You get what I'm saying? If you get what I'm saying. I mean, they just have all this disdain and this frustration, and it's sick to me.
Well,
A
maybe
lot of insecurity, a lot of delusion. I mean, we do have a community of Black people that are very delusional, and they act this way. I mean, it's serious. It's serious.
So,
Yeah, I mean, but they want to go around diagnosing people, but they they got a lot of issues going on in their world. I mean, for me as a sane person, I'm not going to sit around people that I have a disdain for, and my views and my opinions do not reflect this channel. I can bag up when I said that Lil Boosie was in my DMs. I did put the story out, and see, this was the thing, SK. I was new because I didn't like record people on the Instagram. When I did it, when you put down the the record, you gotta click something to where the audio is on. But yeah, it was all there. I had the visuals. It was definitely him. He was on set of his music video.
woo, but you were saying that people, around but don't like it. Maybe they're trying to better understand,
Well, it's
your world.
it's this fabricated homophobia, right? It's like, oh, we hate this, we hate that, but then they're at they're in the audience. They want to hear about the gay stories. They're so invested. If gay is so bad, why are these people giving it attention? If trans is so bad, why are y'all still showing up? Why are y'all talking about it? Like I said, you know what? I wish Harriet Tubman was still here today so she could slap some of these hoes for me. I'm gonna go on mute. Hold on one second. Let me let my dogs in.
Oh Lord. Well, Tulsa said per Tulsa words that Bootsy was communicating with her via IG. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I am, like my Rolodex is very big, but I just don't come out here. I'm not that type of girl. You
But
know,
are you transparent? Like maybe I'm no offense to you, Tulsa. Maybe he thought he was interacting with a biological woman.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that trans women are out here just just screwing ourselves? Do you think that?
What do you mean screwing your?
Do
What do you
you
mean?
think that trans women are highly oh my goodness, how do I say this? We're and this is we're trans women are looked at as a fetish, right? I'm not okay in it. I'm not agreeing with it, but I'm just going to say we're not lonely out here. We're not desperate. If anything, the guys, they know exactly what they want. They know where to get it. They know where to find it. It's just these Black women like TMO don't give them a space so they can express, what they like and what they desire and what they like to indulge in.
So
Um,
on that note, let me ask you this question so we can help some of the women understand in this chat. What is, and don't take this the wrong way, I'm just using verbiage that I have to use. What is the allure that, that a man may come to you that they may not get from their wife?
well, I don't deal with men like that have wives, so I don't want you to paint that narrative or
Oh, how you know? Okay, sorry,
no,
but
no. Wait, because I mean, it's easy for you to say for me to deal with a man that's got a wife, but you have men going out here cheating on their wives on a
okay.
daily basis.
Let me
Not
rephrase. Let me rephrase
hold on,
that.
wait. Let me help you out. Not only with trans, with men and other women. So let's get into it.
Okay, so why do men
Well,
who
listen here. I am Queen Tulsa. I'm not T.S. Madison. I could reach T.S. Madison. I could hit her up right now, but that's T.S. Madison. And I think this is the thing. Stop comparing girls to other girls. Let T.S. Madison be T.S. Madison. Let Cherry the Boom be Cherry the Boom. And let Queen Tulsa be Queen Tulsa. We all have unique stories. It's not discrediting or discounting each other, but I think that we all have different stories and we are all seen in different lights. So that was for the comments.
Aisha is because of the bird flu. So let me go back. So why do you? Okay, let me just be just direct.
Well,
Why?
listen here, you don't have to use T.S. Madison as an example. You have a trans woman right here that's open and honest. You know, I've been in the ex work and I'm happily married. I have a home, I have a family, my children are thriving. I'm getting ready to go to the military ball for my oldest child. So, like I said, T.S. Madison is T.S. Madison, but not taking anything away from her, but I'm a married woman. I have a family. I have something different to bring to you all. You guys only know T.S. Madison from her, you know, from her
I
working in
just,
porn and
I
her
just
working
think
with T.S. Madison. So I'm just giving you guys a different perspective and another trans woman that's thriving in the community.
right, and I think C Mac didn't mean that as any harm. He was just using that as not as a point of reference for you, but he was just highlighting that for like just a
Well,
comment.
no, and I have to, and I get what you're saying, but I have to shut that down, and that's so common. I'm not a common girl. I'm a classic. So, you can't compare me to anybody. I'm a classic. You know, this they only made one, right? But I'm not discrediting T.S. Madison, but that's her story. You're looking at T.S. Madison from what she told you. I'm a whole different girl. I have a whole totally different story. So that's what I'm trying to break down to the people. But like I said, you know, you have to be open to learn more about other people. Don't get fixated on T.S. Madison and think that, oh, she's the total big representation of the trans community or a Cherry the Boom, you know, or a Shauna Brooks or a Maya Scott or a Hope Giselle, you know. So these are my good sisters, and those girls have poured into me.
And Beans and Cornbread says she wants to say something
Well,
about.
listen, I'm just going to say this. I'm not interested in interacting with beans and cornbread.
You
We
don't
don't,
need to interact with
we,
me. I'm
Sir King,
allowing
we
you to
don't have a
speak
good
so
I
that
rapport.
don't know
I
y'all
can
history. I don't
speak.
know
We
y'all.
don't have a good
No,
rapport,
I
but
don't
I'll
have
go on
anything to
mute.
say to this
We
beast.
don't have a good
I
rapport,
have
but I'll go
nothing
on
to
mute.
say to this beast. As soon as you put him in
Okay,
the back, I'll speak. I'm allowing him to speak right now.
okay. I'm gonna put her on mute, and she said that she will stay on mute until she feels considerate enough to reply to whatever you got to say. All right. So I'm gonna
Okay.
put on
First
mute.
of all, he's attacking TMO. Now, I don't know TMO and I have no interactions with TMO. But one thing that TMO and I have in common is we are natural born women. Another thing we have in common, we're mothers. Another, we're married. So you talking about your married family and this and that, you're not a woman. I'm not a cis, I'm natural born. I have the chromosomes to prove that I am a female. You coming up here attacking women. The one thing that I like about Maddie does not come at natural born women. Maddie always raises us up. Maddie lauds us. That's the difference. So don't come in here talking about Maddie and do not attack TMO. You're not us and you'll never be us. God said no to you. The problem with people like you, the problem with first of all, let me ask, are you really trans? That's the question. Are you really trans? Did you actually have the surgery to transition into becoming a trans? Because you're not a female. Even if you do the surgery, you're not going to be female. So stop it. Stop it. The problem with him doing this is he is replacing us, and he doesn't even realize what he's saying and doing. You are replacing us. And that, my friend, I will never stand for. I will never allow you to replace me. I'll never do it. Stop it, Sir King. I see what you're doing.
I did that because that's a strong word. That's like
It's very strong. That is what he's doing. You coming up here talking about you're a woman and you're a female and this, that you're not. Every time he lets this come out of his mouth, he is replacing me. I'm not going for it. You're not. So stop it. Now, that's my issue with you and your community. Nobody is attacking you. You always attack us. And TMO don't owe you nothing. She doesn't have to explain anything to you. She doesn't have to kiss your feet. She doesn't have to come back and give you any apologies. She was born who she is. She doesn't have to give you nothing.
So can Tulsa respectfully respond?
And diving deeper, I'm not talking about you. You're a weirdo anyway. But go ahead.
Okay, Tulsa respectfully respond if you so want to.
Unfortunately, SK, I told you that I was not going to respond to her. And
don't. You hear what you just called me? Her. She.
Sir
The
King,
real one. The real one.
Okay, whenever she's done.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all you needed to say. Her, she. Female. Not cis. Because cis means similar. Like. Same as. Cis is not a real word. I am the real deal. And so is TMO. Thank you, Sir King.
You're welcome. Beans and cornbread.
Okay, Sir King, I would like to dive into you first. Earlier in your live, you said that you respect people's pronouns and things like that, but you let her misgender me. And I think that maybe you got a little ticked off because I had asked you the question of, do you feel like Lemon had committed a crime, which he had did. But one thing that I'm not going to do is go back and forth. Somebody needs to see who the fools are. And it was you and Beans and Cornbread. You will not get me up here and try to make me look like a fool.
I did not make any.
Well, let me say this because you let her speak.
Wait a minute.
No.
Wait to pump the brakes.
That was an attack on women on your platform.
Pump the brakes.
Attack women on your platform. So some women that can't bear children, that don't make them women. That don't make them women. That don't make women that can't have children. That doesn't make women.
Okay, so I had to pump the brake for you.
No, you're not going to pump anything. I'm about to.
Okay, we have to go. I'm trying to respect you. Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, bye. See, this is what I cannot stand. You're an adult. She's an adult. I never knew that you and Beans and Cornbread had an issue, and I'm nobody's bodyguard. She said, I've seen you fight on many occasions. Okay, for somebody talking about your being a failed Tina Turner, and you go ballistic. So I know that you have the ability within yourself to defend yourself against someone whose name is that of stuff in the pantry, Beans and Cornbread. So you're telling me you can't defend yourself against her, but you need me. I know I'm a man. I know I'm well built. I know I'm like 7 foot tall. But I'm not in a position to defend you, Tulsa. Okay? I was ready for you to call her it. I was ready for you to call her him or he. That's what I was waiting for you to do because I've seen you turn up. She was disrespecting you and saying that you did not deserve to have the pronouns. So I didn't understand why you expected me to defend you. This is an equal opportunity platform until you start violating some YouTube guidelines. No, you could have definitely and you could respectfully rebutted and got at her, just like she was getting at you, right? And then she left, so I was ready for you to go ham, but you didn't. So you can't hold me responsible for what she said when you had the opportunity to respond. I didn't drop you; you dropped yourself, like you trying to do a death drop. You dropped yourself. But I got no issues with you. But I don't pick up other people's beefs. That's how you get your ass in trouble. Because if I start picking up your fight, then I got half of the chat against me. I start picking up Beans and Cornbread's fight, then I got half of the. No, no. I'm going to stay my ass right here and he's saying shit and only talk about or say what I need to say and keep it neutral so both sides won't be mad at me. Because I'm not in that. I'm no offense. I'm not in the community. I don't care. I was interested to see why men attracted. And let's be honest, I was interested really to hear your part. I'm gonna get to your comments in a minute. Don't think I'm ignoring them, but I was really interested to see why men are attracted to a chick with tits and a dick. Excuse me. I know that's me being a brute. So I was interested in then what's the allure that you have that maybe a woman doesn't have, and I know that's divisive, but I wanted to hear it because you said Boosie. I want to know why Boosie in your inbox. And I just saw something on Instagram about another member of your community that blasted him on IG. So I mean, that's what that's what I was interested to hear because I'm like, this is not. I mean, like I really don't. So I don't even give thought to all that stuff going on, but it's interesting as to why would a man want a woman want somebody that's not really a woman but appears to be. Y'all get what I'm saying? I know it seems like kind of ignorant and bigoted, but I don't know all this. This new to me. I'm a neophyte, as I call living. I'm a neophyte to all this. Um, Sims over there says, "Oh my God, traction works the same way in every community. There is no big revelation to be had." That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I disagree with that. I mean, I think what she said too. She said she sees it. She's seen as a fetish. So I guess it's like, oh, this is something new and interesting that I never knew existed. Let me go see, and then they get attached to it. I don't know. It's just why not become educated in something that you don't know? Um, right, Asia. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? But I did not allow you, Tussle, to get disrespected. Now you know somebody allows you to get disrespected. It's Jay Wilson. Who it is? Oh, hold on. Let me put I could use my banner now that StreamYard hijacked me for my money. Hold on. Who this? Hello?
Hello, Sir King.
Oh Lord. Here come my stalker. What do you want?
Oh, it feels so good outside.
Are you trans too? You trying to let us know you trans?
What?
You trans?
What am I talking? Gay or something?
Are you trans?
Why?
Never mind. Never
No,
mind.
I'm not.
Never mind.
Anyway, I come to address with the truth. I've
The
been
truth.
listening to the commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the truth in my eyes, not the truth, not in no one else's eyes. Not here
What
to
in
make
the
nobody
hell?
else in the truth.
What
I
is
will.
you running from justice? What is going on? What's all that noise?
It's the wind outside.
Well, take your ass inside.
No, my job has machines that make noise.
But that's better than hearing that.
Okay, it calmed down. The wind calmed down a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna make this quick. Uh, for one, TMO beans and cornbread. I'm addressing beans and cornbread. I don't have no beef with nobody or anything else. I'm just talking because I can talk because God allowed me to talk. And this is for the homophobia that goes around in the sector and other sectors that I be hearing about. And you can continue to be homophobic if you want to. Okay. Allegedly. Well, Miss Beans and Cornbread, the Miss O doesn't need somebody to back her up and act like a sheep. Some people accused Fire Babe of that type of stuff years ago. Oh, yo, y'all sheep, and y'all ain't got grown minds and all that stuff. You sitting up there backing up TMO to come at Tulsa. So, where's the correlation? You can continue to do that if you want to, but some of the stuff that you said, beans and cornbread, whatever you said about the community, T.S. Madison, you mad because T.S. Madison be reading the girls. And I got a message. The message is you need to make sure that your husband is not messing around with another man. Because that's going around rampant,
Ooh,
rampant. And
ooh,
guess what? He may not be doing that.
ooh,
But guess what? A friend of a friend
ooh.
or whatever happened, a secret, go to God in prayer and make sure that your house is taken care of, that your house is right. Quit worrying about somebody else's house and get your life together. You worried about Tulsa's life and what she got going on in the DMs, and you can't pay your light bill,
Ooh,
allegedly.
ooh,
So
ooh.
walk that walk, talk that talk, put it into action. Go worry about your friend who needs your help. Don't worry about somebody who you can't help and they don't want to be bothered with you. Yeah, I'm reading the girls. My lover told me today is that be yourself. Quit trying to be somebody else. And see ya.
Okay. Beans and cornbread.
You know, first of all, do not accuse me of being homophobic because I'm not. Never have been and never will be. What I have an issue with is someone claiming to be a woman who is not. That is my only issue. You're not a woman. That's it. That's all. I don't know TMO. I don't know anything about any issues between TMO and Tulsa, and neither do I give a damn. I don't care. It's not my concern. But what I won't allow is you to claim to replace TMO. You said, and I'm talking to Tulsa. I don't know about this clown that was up here before talking about my family and this and that because you don't know. We're fine. What you said, Tulsa, was that you were a mother and a wife and you had a great family. Well, you're not a mother and you're not a wife. You may very well have a great family, but TMO is a mother, a wife, and has a great family. You can't claim to be a woman because you're not. And every time you and those like you come out with this thing about being a woman, you are replacing us. So down the road, way down the road, this is all indoctrination. People will be saying, "Oh, I'm a woman." And they'll be walking around with penises and they have male chromosomes. You're not female. You're not. You can slice it however you want, but you ain't gonna be no woman. And you can be as
Please don't say slice and penis.
I meant all
Please.
puns intended. Yes. All puns intended. You're so funny. But anyway, um, Tulsa does not want to talk to me because Tulsa cannot battle me. You can't, and it's not even me, it's fact. There's fact and there's fiction. You cannot fight the truth. You're not a woman. You'll never be a woman. You were not born a woman. I was, and so was TMO. And so were all the other females, natural born females. And for the person that's talking about the word cis, cis does mean similar, something like, I'm not something like, and I'm not similar. I am the real deal. I'm a woman. I am a woman. And pay attention to all of this, these trends that are out here. We are being replaced. We're being replaced. Resist.
But
Resist.
You need to
Fight back.
define that. You every time you say replace, I think of the Terminator. Like,
Because it is the truth. If you look at this stuff has been going on for years. I'm in California. California is where they start all this madness. They're always coming up with all this stuff. California sets the trends for everything. And it's ridiculous. It's disgusting. But it happens right here. And then they roll it out across the rest of the country. So yeah, you look at all of this stuff and go look up cis. I'm not cis. I am real. I'm not going to refer to myself as cisgender. No. I'm not doing that. And I'm not accepting that somebody, a man, call himself a woman. I'm not doing it. You can say I'm transphobic. You can say whatever you like. I don't care. I'm a woman and you're not.
Well, Sip and Socialite says sex and gender is not the same.
I don't care what Sip and Socialite is saying. Hi, honey. That's your opinion. It doesn't matter. I'm not getting up here trying to fight all the battles in the chat. I said what I said, and I'm standing on it.
So let me ask you this: do you fear being replaced? You, not the women like you, but you being Zakor Bread. Do you feel like?
No, I don't. That? I have a problem with those coming after me. One day I'll be a grandmother. One day I'll be a great aunt. You know what I mean? And those that are coming behind me, what voice will they have as women? They're trying to meld us all into the same pot. We're not. There's a difference. I'm not going to be melded because I don't want the ones coming behind me to be the same. We all have an identity. So no, I don't fear it.
I need to ask you a real personal and deep question. Now you just said you hope to be, I think you said a grandmother, or you got grandchildren or something like that. Or
I hope one day. I hope I'll be a grandma. I hope I'll be a,
So let me ask you on that front. I don't mean to interrupt you, but what happens if one of your grandchildren comes out to be trans? Will you have different feelings or something?
If that's the choice they make, but hopefully they'll be like Maddie and won't be trying to annihilate, beat up, attack real women or real men. Because that's what Tulsa does. Tulsa is always attacking. So nobody has a problem with Tulsa existing in this world. Nobody can say that Tulsa needs to go and disappear, go and die, and all these other things. What the problem is him attacking. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. So just like Tulsa wants to exist, so do we. Only we're real women. So find your lane and stand in it. And stop coming at us because we don't bother you. That's all. That's all.
So if Tulsa was to change attacking biological women, then it'd be all
then Tulsa would be like Maddie, and he could be a part of the Maddie mob, just like I am. Go Maddie. I'm a part of the Maddie mob and a part of the Funky Bunch, and I'm not doggone homophobic. And to hell with anybody who thinks I am, because I'm not.
Okay. Right. I mean, I understand where you're coming from.
Thank you for allowing me to speak. I'm just tired of Tulsa and his bullshit. I'm sick of it. It's ridiculous. He will panel hop until damn Juvember with all of his shenanigans. And being articulate and all these other words, and speaking with such eloquence and trying to be Wendell Bartholomew. Baby. All right, that ain't gonna change.
No, I just
he's still a man.
It's deep. It's just deep.
Oh my God, it is. It's really crazy.
I know. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something crazy, and I'm trying to understand. So if if Tulsa was to get implanted a uterus in her and then get the lady parts in her too, would that still make her?
No, it would not.
Okay.
In order for Tulsa to be a woman, Tulsa would have to um see his own demise and come back as a woman, as a chromosomal DNA genetically made up woman.
Okay, so on that note, if with the evolution of AI, if AI was able to do that for Tulsa, would that still be okay?
It's not gonna make a difference. Nope. Because AI is artificial, it's not God. You can't replace God, baby.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Okay. Well, at least you have a valid rebuttal, so I can respect that, you know.
You cannot, nothing can replace what God made. And nobody. Nothing and no one.
That's true. I mean, going taking it off of this topic, but I
Yeah.
do feel that man is forgetting the power of God. You know.
Yes. And therein lies the problem.
Mhm.
What did he say? He said somebody has children. Somebody else had those children. And all these so-called trans that are out here having children, do you realize that those are actually women having those children? It's optics. It's not the real thing. Pay attention. Ain't no man having no baby. Oh, somebody says it's impossible to transplant a uterus. Let me tell you, it is happening. It's not impossible. It actually is happening. Yep. They trying to get the transplanted uterus to bear children. So, but yeah, I'm gonna drop down. This is it's actually food for thought. It's something for people to think about.
No, I mean it's a deep conversation. I think it's a deep conversation, and nobody's going to ever be happy, regardless what is shared. I just think it's deep because it's
Yeah,
becoming more prevalent, or at least more relevant in our lifetime.
right. So, but yeah, you can transplant a uterus, and BAP is taking my words and turning them into something else. So what that says to me is you need to do something about your thinking because
Oh,
something is wrong with you. Because
oh,
I never said any of what you're talking about.
oh, child.
I know. There are people out here who assume parentage of other children. I never said that people who've never had children can never be parents. That's crazy. No, I never said. I don't know where you heard that, but you certainly no, I did not. Get that peanut butter out of your ears, love. Okay. Good God. Thank you, Sir King. Have a blessed day.
You too.
And
Keep up.
Bap, you have the day that you
Oh,
deserve. Okay.
oh, oh. Mm. Well, that's beans and cornbread. You know, Babs is a longtime Avatar Nation's supporter and family member, so you know, Babs is well equipped to say what say what she has to say as well. Uh, so yeah, Babs says she is having a wonderful day that she deserves. Yeah, so this is just an interesting conversation. Lolo's in the house. What's up, Lolo? How you doing? Um, this is an interesting conversation, and I'm not either way on either side of the fence. It's pretty much a staging area. Y'all have at it. I don't care. Oh yeah, I do want to say thank you to Mr. LL for hitting the link and sharing your sentiments. Trump is waiting for her. LOL. Economy was here. He was here before you. Well, he came up and shared his sentiments, wind and all. So thank you. Tiffany J says, Sir King kicking up dust on Taco Tuesday. I ain't kicking up no dust. They're the ones kicking up the dust, talking about who can have a baby and who can't have a baby and cis this. Every time I heard, no offense, y'all, every time I heard that cis word, I thought it was a bump. What they call like a cyst? You got a cyst on your leg? What? I'm not a cis. What? Hold on, wait. Not cis. Okay. Somebody asked for the link, so they go to link. So yeah, so I don't like this is interesting. I don't have a point in this. I'm done with this though, because it don't apply to me. Not that I don't care. It's just that I don't know. CMAC TV says, I thought there was a lot of jealousy for one of the. Put a name on it, CMAC TV. We have another guest coming to the stage. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I was just gonna say that I was gonna do my response on the Queen Tulsa show, but I wanted to thank you for opening up the conversation. I think it's very much so needed. And my last question is, do you agree with the young lady that had just left your panel?
I don't have no. That's why I'm saying I'm so like muting on this because I don't care. I mean, people are people. Whatever makes people happy. I just
You
want to
didn't
see.
say that when she was up here. You didn't say that when she was
Girl,
up
I'm
here.
not your husband. I ain't gotta defend you, and
I didn't need you to defend me, but like if you're gonna have a conversation and you've got some input, you acting like a total bitch. Like you over here acting like women now, and I see where he gets it
You trying
from.
to be a bitch though. You trying to literally be
I
a
see
female dog out here.
Limit you and Limit together out
You
here
should be
trying to
talking.
get young men. Y'all both some bitches. Let's
Well,
be
you know what? You
honest.
should be happy to having a dick and not trying to get a clit.
You don't
Okay,
know what I got. You
oh,
don't know what I got.
and
Do
I
you
don't
know?
want to know.
Do you
And I
know?
don't
Do
want to
you
know.
know?
Boosie
Okay,
trying to know though.
you
Boosie
do.
trying to
You
know though.
do. It's so interesting that you quote unquote heterosexual people keep using gay lingo. Oh, you shady, this, that, and the third. You ain't nothing but an old big ass queen. You're nothing but a big ass queen. Living your queenness. I think you bitches are upset because I'm living in my truth. And that's what
Yeah.
bothers you.
Yes,
And
you
guess
are
what?
on a
That's
mattress
why
on
you
the front
have
porch.
a portal for bitches that are insecure and they can't be themselves. So when a bitch like me come around, then everybody's intimidated. Y'all giving me
Nobody
all
being
this
intimidated by
motherfucking
you.
power. This live has been about me. You were supposed to come on here and talk about Streamyard, put you in a headlock, your
And I
crying baby
did.
at the gym, but it's
And
been
I did.
about me.
Because you hit the link. That's
And I
why.
want to thank you for that power. So now I'm going to take that power and go
Okay.
strike up my own life. Thank you for
All
your
right.
time.
Go ahead, He-Man. Got all the power. I got the power. Over here sound like He-Man. You better go on somewhere. I know what you do. You are a professional, entertaining antagonist. So I ain't gonna give you that word. I see what she's gonna do. It's okay. Y'all go over there, subscribe to the Tulsa show. Whatever. Maybe she'll do it live with the mattress on her front porch. Okay. You got an instant hook. Who got an instant hookup spot on their front porch? So uncouth. So uncouth. Oh Lord. Who is that asking you to be Asia? That's where all you need some eggs. Go over there. Go over there. She got a whole damn litter of dogs she don't know to do with. And I bet while she's sitting up there over there with a mattress on her porch, she got that because she got chickens all running around in the back trying to take advantage of this egg shortage. But she gonna probably sit up there and hijack the prices up to try to get more money from the damn egg shortage. So the normally eggs cost 89 cents. See over there. That's why she got to sit up there and make sure that the foxes don't eat the damn chickens, so she don't lose her income over there. Who got a mattress? Who uppity don't even have a mattress on the damn front porch? Like what in the world is going over there? Okay, and who you just stole them wigs from, Tulsa? Let's just be honest. Damn, got a whole fire station. Got a whole fire station living across. I know, be. Can't even sleep because of their fire station. Now that, anyway, y'all want to get I guess part 2? Go to Queen Tulsa or whatever. She said she got the power. Okay, all right. Anybody else want to add a donkey today on the broadcast? I appreciate y'all hitting the link. I don't get in people's beef. This is all new to me. It's just I don't. It's new to me. How would I react if I knew there was a woman that was a man? That's crazy, y'all. I'm not gonna even go there. Anyway. But then on the reverse, you got Joyce over there. When she take off her makeup, she look like a damn mechanic. I don't know who this. Woo. Oh, that's Babs. Okay, I'm about to say, what's up, Babs? How you doing?
You said, is there anybody else who wanted to come up here and act a donkey? So I was like, let
Okay.
me come up here.
Well, thank you for coming up, being supportive.
I'm silly. No, but I'm saying I blame you for me getting into a little bit of a tiff earlier, because I ain't even supposed to be over here watching this stuff, but it's your fault.
Why? How did I break? How did I allow you to break your promise to yourself?
Because you keep making lives.
I gotta listen, y'all. What I do not want the B sector to do is lose momentum. So if I gotta sit up here and keep it going and then hand off the baton, I will. So we gotta do what we gotta do.
But as long as you make lives, and if I get a notification, I be sitting here being nosy and peeking in, and so that's your fault.
Well, one way you can do it is lose your password to your account. Well, that still might not work.
Lose my password. Oh,
but that still might work.
Throwback.
Oh, yeah, but it's good to hear your voice. I hope good to see you doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing well, I guess.
Well, why you gonna blame me? I'm gonna blame you because you had me eating Cheetos. I had to break that. I said, "Oh hell no, we're not gonna run around here looking like dimples."
That's a real bad habit to get to, because they told me now I'm getting to be in the pre-diabetic range or whatever. I was like, I don't need that in my life, so I got to cut back on the Cheetos so you don't develop that habit.
The thing that really caused me to stop it is that orange stuff will always get on my hand and then will get on my clothes and my other. I said, nah.
You weren't even eating the hot Cheetos?
Well, sometimes be burning it's sometimes burning my chest a little bit.
Oh.
Sometimes.
Yeah, y'all old folks be getting heartburn and stuff.
Well, you call it old. What you call it old? What, 25 is the new 65? Okay, I got you.
Yep. 25 is the new 65. Yep.
Oh Lord. Oh damn, he working and dropping money. Excuse me. Hold on, we gotta intervene. He dropped, this is the largest he ever dropped. What did he say? Let's not forget what Trump has taken away women's right to abortion and other women's rights. I think we should all stick together because they don't like us anyway.
He's right though.
Well,
when you have a person in office who's determined to take away rights from a specific group of people, you can almost guarantee yourself that women and people of color are going to be next. And so it will behoove people to pay attention to characters like that, is what I say.
For sure. I think he's just a puppet. But it's interesting, this machine they got behind them and the way they move it to impose certain things. It's just very strategic.
It's very, very evident that he's a puppet, at least for like the Heritage Foundation, that South African dude who doesn't know how to behave like an adult. Yeah, he's very clearly a puppet, especially this go round.
Yeah. They came in with what they're gonna tackle.
I can't believe we got like 3-4 more years of this. And they talked about Canada becoming the 51st state. I'm like, can some of the states join Canada? I would rather do that.
Well, like I said, I'm worried about April 2nd, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
But he
My
do a lot of
401k is worried about April 2nd.
Told them. But it's just he do a lot of peekaboo. That's the only thing that like you could be like, okay, maybe he'll take it off at like 5 minutes before April 2nd.
Quiet as kept. Those people in like Michigan, Wisconsin, and whoever else it is that use Toronto's electric grid need to be hoping he playing and ain't serious.
Well, they need to hope that Canada don't be offended as much as to go through what they said they gonna do.
Right. Exactly.
Because Trump could pull it back, but they could be offended enough to the point it's like, nah, that's all right. No, y'all get cold and shiver,
Yeah, and
So
this new prime minister there does not seem like he's playing with Trump at all.
mm,
So, we ain't supposed to be saying that guy's name. That guy. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting come April 2nd.
yeah, I know, right? Crazy. And he like, I don't want to do it on April 1st because people might think it's a joke. I'm like, are you that petty? Like, who thinks about that? Like something that's not official, actually having like people thinking it's a joke. It's either real or it's not. You gonna know it's true or not. It don't matter if it's on April 1st or whatever. So
He's a moron. It just is what it is. He is an abject moron who happens to have money and power, and that's a dangerous combination.
Or debt that needs to be paid back, and he got to do the work of the people who want to pay. He got to pay that debt back. So
True. Yeah.
It's very interesting.
It is what it is, though. But what? Can you put outspoken comment back up there?
People forgot that part. Oh, or Chef, or this one.
Yeah, the other one.
People forgot that part.
No, the one that you had just before that.
Okay.
Yep, that exactly. Yeah, she's exactly right.
Lolo, on April 2nd, there's a new round of tariff that are going into effect that affects specifically China. And China's like, okay, you want to play these games, we can play too. And they thinking about they may put another 25% tariff. So that's going to make everything very expensive.
Because that's one of our biggest export partners.
Yeah.
But whatever, I guess, we just live here right now.
Tiffany J, you're right. You need to find a Canadian sponsor like a bounce like the other rich celebrities leaving this health. You're right.
Or do like Rosie O'Donnell, find somebody in Ireland and bounce over there.
It's
a whole mess.
It's a new round of tariffs that go into effect that's like got everybody freaking out because it's going to cause the stock market to pretty much go down because they're going to pass those costs on to us and to businesses and stuff like that. So people are going to start spending less. It's going to be because we get a lot of great majority of our stuff from China. But Babs, what's really got me interested is, do you think Tesla's going to get a reprieve because they do a majority of their business in China and stuff too?
I think that they're going to try to find a way to have Tesla get a reprieve. Whether or not they'll be successful, I don't know. Tesla's not doing so strongly anyhow, though.
No, and it's a lot.
And he could literally afford for that business to tank, and he would still be a billionaire.
Exactly, because of all his private companies.
Yeah, so he would be fine even if Tesla was to go away. That's a scary thought, ain't it? You got somebody that wealthy.
Well, I feel like he set himself up, to succeed without Tesla. I mean, it's gonna hurt him, but he got other side ventures,
Yeah. Yep. So it's like, how do you even boycott a person with that much wealth?
Attack their ego because that's what they love.
Shoot, after this second term, that guy probably ain't gonna be on this dang planet no more. He's old and he's unhealthy. Oh, that's not a nice thing to say. I'm sorry.
No, he is. You remember the first time he was eating McDonald's every day? And Coke?
Yep. Because he eat it with the dang Diet Coke. Okay, person.
Yeah. Let's see. But that's it. Anything you want to say, Bounce, before we wrap this show up?
No, I was just coming up here to play with you about blaming you for me dropping back over here. That's all.
I apologize.
Yep, it's all your fault, SK.
Yes, it is. But it's good to see you again, though. I'm glad you staying abreast of what's going on. So
I'm not.
I know.
But all right, bye-bye.
Bye, Babs. Y'all, thank you, Babs, for hitting the link. Thank you, Queen Tulsa. Thank you, Mr. LLL. Thank you for your generosity to the show. We appreciate you. Thank you. That's it, Beans and Cornbread. Thank you to Beans and Cornbread as well. Y'all go subscribe to Lolo, Lemon's dependable co-host through thick and thin. Y'all go subscribe to the Queen Tulsa show so she can sit up there and tell you why she's a woman. And she got all the power. Y'all go over there and go cook with beans and cornbread. Okay, y'all make sure y'all go give Bap some Cheetos. What you say, Thema Soul? Damn, SKJ Dunn got Devon. What, the interview? She got the interview? I know she been in communication with him, but does she get the interview? That's what people want to hear. Is the interview? Did she get? Is it live now? Did she? Or she said she got him? See, Thema Soul. Oh, hold on. She online. Hold on. What's up, Lolo?
Hey, I feel like you miss me.
No, I was peeking in your bushes today.
Where's you? How are you?
Good to yourself?
I'm doing well. I don't know about the co-host thing, but I do go hang out and whatnot. There's always something going on, I see. So
Always.
I'm just trying to stay out of everybody's way.
That's the best way.
Yes,
Right.
I have learned trying to stay out of everybody's way.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So Jay Dunn got to Devon. Ooh, that would be good to see.
I think it might be going on now. We go, Miss Thema Soul. What's up, Thema
Yeah,
Soul?
she got the interview over there with Devon Ortiz.
Is she on now?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
All
I
right,
think we need to go.
All right, y'all.
Thank you, Miss
Who
Miss.
looking? Look, say SK, you looking for a co-host?
Oh, good luck with that.
Oh no, I was saying she's doing the great job. No.
Oh Jesus.
Lolo don't have no titles. He just comes over and supports. Y'all need to
That's
look at
all.
that.
That's it.
Well, y'all, let's get over here and be nosy because as soon
All
as
right,
he
yeah.
get in, I'm going live. I got to talk about
They
you.
live now. They live
All
now.
right.
All
I
right,
see
y'all.
y'all later. Thanks. Look, like Sir King. Good to see you, love.
Bye, Lolo. Thank you, Thema Soul, for letting us know because you know everything. So thank you for letting us know. All right, y'all. We gotta go. Y'all take care. If y'all want to, feel free to the Justin outside circle crowd. Be the change you want to see in the world. I will talk to y'all soon. We may come back live later today if we get what we want to hear. Okay. Bye, y'all. See y'all later. Woo child.